So you probably know already that the Big Four offer 4 core services. That's audit, tax, consulting, and transactions. And it's fair to say that a lot of individuals that join the Big Four want to work in the M&A team or want to eventually work in the M&A team. And in this video, I'm going to answer the question whether you can join the M&A team directly or you need to join one of the other teams and then transition internally to the M&A department. I've been working in the M&A team of a Big Four firm for over 6 years now, and if you have ambitions to work in the M&A team as well, I'm sure you'll find this video incredibly useful. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to discuss which team within the Big Four auditors are most likely to join and why.
So you went into M&A. Is it common to see people that get hired and go directly into M&A, or is it more common to see people that first get into audit and then move to M&A? And are audits when audits move inside the Big Four, are there other departments where it's quite usual to see former auditors go to?
Yeah. So I was quite fortunate that the Big Four don't take on a lot of graduates in the M&A team, their M&A teams, and the reason for that is the M&A teams themselves are much smaller than the audit team and the tax team, for example. So they take on very few graduates in the M&A team. So I was pretty fortunate to get the timing right in that sense. And so a lot of people will start with the Big Four in audit or tax, as I mentioned, or consulting. They take a few graduates on in consulting as well. And in terms of how people end up in the M&A team in Big Four, yes, a lot of people do transition from audit to the other departments, M&A being one of them. And then you also have people that come from boutique investment banks, and then other sort of they might come from another advisory firm. So yeah, you get a variety of different individuals with different backgrounds. In terms of where do people in the audit department generally move to, I know a lot of them do want to work in consulting or do want to work in corporate finance, M&A. But I think the department which is a very natural transition for people in audit is actually the due diligence team, which sits sort of within the corporate finance bucket. So within corporate finance as a bucket, you have your M&A team, you've got due diligence, then you've got something called sort of transaction strategy or operational strategy. And so, these departments have different names in different Big Four firms, but sometimes it's called M&A integration. So these departments help companies integrate a business into their own business. So they might give advice on, again, the staff base, the IT infrastructure, a wide variety of different things, strategy, product strategy, it might be. So you've got M&A integration as well in this corporate finance bucket. Sometimes you'll have restructuring or insolvency that might fall within this corporate finance bucket. And then you'll finally have the valuations team, so that do financial modeling as a sort of primary role. So those are the different sort of teams within the corporate finance bucket. And the most natural transition for someone that's done audit is actually the due diligence team, and that's because it's probably one of the more technical elements of corporate finance. People have done audit, have that technical background and have that technical foundation, and they find it much easier to transition into that due diligence role, which requires this technical sort of foundation in audit and in understanding accounting. So that's a very natural transition, and a lot of people go from audit to due diligence. In terms of the due diligence team, I can't remember seeing many people that started off in due diligence. A lot of people just transition from audit to due diligence after they've done their chartered accountancy qualification. So generally they wait 3 or 4 years and then they move across to due diligence. So I think that's a very natural transition. And then again, after they do maybe 2 or 3 years in due diligence, then they get an understanding of what's involved in a transaction. Then they move across to M&A, where they're directly advising clients on their M&A strategy. So yeah, I think that's the most popular route, going from audit to to due diligence, and then to M&A.